Oh. Hello everyone. Welcome to this live stream. Another impromptu live stream where I'm gonna edit one of the latest videos together. Oh, just waiting for the peaks to build. So the first part of the video I've edited together, so just gotta do the second part now. Because this one's edited in a slightly funny way because the two routes are virtually the same, so it's edited so I don't have to mess about. Oh, hi Jay, hi West Country Facts, how is everybody? So this has got its names already, and then it's going to be into these names here. So still getting my hands together with Sony Vegas. I've not really still got the hang of it. It's all a bit new still. Yeah, Volvo buses are, they're alright. They tend to rot though. Depends on what you like, innit? It's that kind of, I wouldn't say I've really driven one enough to say, yeah, I like it, or, you know, or, yeah, it's better, or, you know. I did enjoy driving a Volvo, though. But it is sort of like one of them. So we were out the other day, we filmed quite a lot for you. So just got to get it all together now for the month where stuff's missing out, and because the video we're going to use we've had to bin off, but we are going to use it. It's just that we need to sort of edit it a lot heavier than what we were going to, so it's one of them. It's a bit of a it depends, because I've driven 400s with different boxes, and they tend to drive differently. So, and it also depends on the actual model of it and stuff like that. But the controls are a bit nicer, and there's a bit more thing. And Jay, that's the Bushwhacker. No, the branch breaker. That's what that's for. Branches do occasionally snap it off. It isn't really uncommon. It just takes a big enough impact and it comes off. Rips a hole in the roof, like, and sometimes or in the bodywork, but it does come off. They're not like invincible or anything like that. It's just a bit of metal pole. Well, this is the bit of editing that most of you don't see, and there's only myself that does it, so it's quite a long winded thing, which is a downside to the whole route video stuff, but this is what people want to see and people will get. We just hope that, as we're going to be doing this now, we need the views to be able to pay for what it actually takes to do it. I mean, the day that we're doing this, I mean, we did stop to pick up some friends, and so we would have a bit more of a laugh, and it wasn't so much of a like a chore, so to speak. I mean, it's never a chore, but when it was only me and Callum originally, so It's like a bit, yeah. So my other half lives on the route, so I said we'll pick her up and give her a run out. You know, as much as you're like, oh, I won't enjoy it. They enjoyed the day, so that's the main thing. But yeah, so the 2 routes that we did on this day, we did start late. We didn't start early, but it took us a while to get to Manchester, which is why we're looking for even a temp storage. For why we want to, like when I have my long weekend, we can use the long weekend to park the bus closer, so we can get more done. But it is just one of them, unfortunately. You know, we only got 2 routes done. It's an hour each way, and then on these ones we're having to wait. Sometimes we have to wait at the end for the footage to copy over to give the room for the SD card. But 9 times out of 10 it's not too bad. We have enough to manage. Well, that's interesting. That's the wrong section of video. That's because that is the other way. Because I've not opened the right file. What an idiot. Let's open the right file, shall we? It's going to be that one and that one. I think. Is it? He's coming out, set me look right. We've got some cemetery there. I would not. That's the bin clipped. That one and that one. That's the one we want. What's the best looking Volvo Olympian? What do you mean by what we're judging on there? So Volvo Olympian's a Volvo Olympian, no matter what colour paint it's in. These peak straw, and then I can actually. Yeah, that's the right video. Google Maps draws things really, really crappily. The other thing I'm finding out with this is that Vegas creates all these for every video clip we do, and oh, it can be a nightmare. So that's right now, all the way out to cash converters, which is there. And then we're on to yeah, so as I say, these do take a lot of time to film, as does most of the things, to be honest. A lot of the things we do take twice as long because we're having to film bits and bobs of it. Than it would do if we didn't bother. But we do enjoy doing it. It's just, sometimes it can be like a chore. And especially now we want to be more, try and get some money out of it. Not to benefit ourselves, so to speak, but to actually be able to do more of it. It means that we have to actually take care and more pride in what we do. Down Marshall Road, and then it's on to Earlwood Road. Oh, keep doing that. But like this day, just this day doing the 2 routes, it cost us roughly, with all the run dead that we had to do, it's about 40 quid in juice. And that was even with us switching the engine off. When we got to places. Oh God, for that, it's Earlwood all the way to that roundabout. My least favourite bus. Solo. I hate them. I'm starting to become a lover of my little Dennis Darts now. So that'll be my favourites. Oh, I'm hoping this doesn't take too long to do. The other thing that I found with Vegas is the edit rendering times are sometimes just massively long. I mean, I'm hoping this one isn't too bad. Well, I say it's not too bad. It took an hour and a half for it to render the first bit. So it's going to be just as long to render the second bit, I imagine. I've already gone over Parlswood there. So we do want to do like most of the routes in Manchester and then probably branch out over doing the other things. Other areas, and you know, and go further afield. A lot of it is we are restricted down to time, vehicles, fuel money. And really it is time and fuel that limits us. As you can imagine, running a bus is not cheap, and even a little bus, it's not cheap to run. And once it's taxed and that, it's not a problem, it's insured. That's not too bad. It's just getting it to be that. So that's where you lot really come in, because you lot help share the videos out and help get the channel out there, so to speak, and bring the channel on leaps and bounds. And that's really what we need from you guys as supporters, and is to do that. We are seeing growth, and we're very happy with seeing the growth, obviously, which is what we need. But we are gonna, little secret for those that bother to actually watch the stream, even those that watch it on the playback, we are looking at, well, we are planning on doing some comedy videos. I will say they're not going to be maybe to everyone's taste, because some of them will be like taking the mick out of certain things, and you know, and a bit of fooling about, so to speak, obviously in a safe manner, and sketches, for the purpose of, at this moment, not to let anything out the bag, it is 2. The bus we are in this video we are looking after, but currently it's 2 for about another week anyway, to 2 weeks. And when all that happens, there will be videos out about it all, so no one go messaging me like mad of what's gone on or anything like that, because you'll find out in due course. But this one that we're in now, we've said we'll do it up, we'll look after it, we'll use it, you know, we'll finish its restoration off, for basically like exclusive use of it. So we're the only ones using it, so it's our fuel that's in it. And town and district aren't going to take that fuel out of it. They're not going to use it. They're just going to, if they need to move it, they'll just shunt it about. That's it. So what's a near perfect bus? Just needs a few minor things. A lot of it's already been done now, and it just needs its transfers doing and stuff like that. Then it's, you know, it's a cracking deal. Essentially. Right, so that's that. Excuse me. I need to add the fade out. No, that's going to be a crossfade. I do have some extra videos there for you that we need to put in, but we're not using them yet. We need to edit them all together first. But first of all, I need to go into mains. I need to get the logo, the end screen, the background out of it. Yep. And drag them into Vegas. So end screen can go on there like that. Crossfade that in there. The background goes on there. Another layer. Fade out as well. And that's dragged for the entire thing. Yeah, I know a lot of schools started owning their own buses and minibuses and stuff like that. They tend to own minibuses because it's cheaper for them, basically. and they don't need like ops licenses and stuff like that. It's a bit of a way around the op license thing, essentially. Could have zoomed out and done this. That's that. We add a little bit of a fading. I'm fading in the original stuff here anyway.
Right, ladies and gentlemen.
No, so let's put the fading on that then. And then I need to add the logo bit into it, which does need to go there. It does create that track, but that can be grouped, removed from, and then deleted, and then that track can be deleted. Leaving that, then I go into video effects, click here. Okay, go into black. Full black. Well, if it's being sold, it won't need a class 6 if it goes into preservation. It will need a class 5. But MLTs can be more hassle than they're worth. A lot of the time it's worth you getting it MLT'd before it's sold, because people will tend to purchase buses and vehicles with an MOT, because then it shows there's nothing to hide, so to speak, on it. Right, so we got that project in there. Then we go on to the new project, which I've just done there. Into the end screen. End screen's there. Bob's your uncle. Save as. That's not too bad, half an hour. There's the 172. Got 172 full. So that's saved in there. Right, so if it has a type 5, why would it need a type 6? I'd imagine it would have a type class 6 on it. Might have a type class 5 if it's private, but as it belongs to the school, there's a good chance it'll have a class 6 on it. So that's this one done anyway. Now, technically speaking, I should actually be able to if I now save this, save as full return, should be able to clean off everything but the background. Events, you sure you want to delete it? Yes. Right. Remove them 4 out of the project file. Because I've got all the roads there now. Yep, don't want it. I've had enough of my B10s. One is enough. 172. So I believe now.
He's from an outset, we look right.
Yes, that is then the return. Not that much, mate. What's the registration of it? Yeah, well, what's the reg then? Yeah. Speedometer doesn't work, does it? That's for sure. And it hasn't been looked after. Wow. 2016 was a bad year for it. Oof. Oof. "2015 wasn't much better. Take it, yeah, it's got seat belts fitted, I take it. Yeah. Do you know how I know the Speedo doesn't work? Because since 2017, it hasn't done any mileage. And I can tell it's not been looked after. I can tell it's had a new exhaust. It's had its kingpin done in 15-ish. It didn't have the tyres done because it got a warning in the 15 and failed on the 16th. That's an entire year apart. They never fixed the prop shaft for 3 years. Now, either it went through an exhaust, it didn't do many miles, it only did 1,000 miles. So either they didn't fit one, or they did a decent one, but then it failed in 17 for the exhaust being... because the clamp missing after a turbo. And then it didn't do any miles, didn't do any miles, didn't do any miles. It then must have been bodged to get through that MOT, because then in 19 again, it was missing a complete exhaust. The brakes were knackered on it. Fuel system component leaking or risk of fire. Wonderful bus. And then in 2020, it passed, and it's until the 10th of October it's got a pass on it. But it's got slight play in the front kingpins. That's not a nice job to do. That is a arse of a job. A slight air leak on the brake valve. So that's going to need a new one of them. Whichever brake valve that is, it could be on the foot brake or handbrake. And an oil leak, but it's not excessive. Now, for him to put an oil leak on it, because every bus oil leaks, that is quite an oil leak. And in that time, it's done 1 mile apparently. So either the speedo's come good, or he's typed it in wrong. But yeah, people will look at that history and go, nope, I'm okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I can tell it's broken down. It's knackered. Kaput. No, people only have to look at it. Look at the MOT history and go, has any of these jobs been done? And they go, no. And they go, don't want it then. Plus, I bet it's rotten as hell underneath. I mean, it seems to have a consistent issue with its brakes, a consistent issue with its exhaust. Sounds like a death trap on wheels. Right, split that. Let's get back to doing this. Death trap on wheels, man. Right, Southern Sem. Come on. Oh, it's not gonna let me. We'll have to do it like that, and then swap that track and that track round. Change its colour. Move that forward, so we're going Southern Cemetery. I'm going to leave it Southern Cemetery until we get back out onto that road there. And then we're going to go down Barleymoor Road. That's Barlow Road. Is it that one then? No, that's Barlow Road. Did it not create one? I must have created one because I went down that road. I'll copy that one then. Paste it in there. It might have not quite generated it. go down that road till we get to the post box. I'm going to turn now, just split it, be easier. Oh, that sounds fun. Let's have a look. eBay. Volvo B10M. See if I can find it. What colour is it supposed to be in? BVLA. MOT check. M53 PRA. It's supposed to be in white. Okay. So is it that one then? It's not that one. What year is it? 1995. It's not one of them two. That doesn't look like that registration plate. Just do Volvo B10 then. You got me looking on eBay now to try and find the bleeding thing. I don't think it is on eBay. And if it is, you can't bleeding find it on eBay. Oh God, it's one of them ones. Oh my Lord. So you got me looking now. Is it Brixton College? God, that is an ugly thing. But I know what I'm looking for now. Oh, right, Commander. Right, well, it's not on eBay. If it is, they've made it unfindable. But that is an ugly bag of crap. In the picture that I've got here of it, there is gaffer tape holding the front bumper on. In fact, the front corner is gaffer tape. What an appalling piece of junk. Yeah, no wonder it didn't sell. I'm looking at it. Oh look, there it is without the gaffer tape on it. Because someone snapped the bumper off it. Oh, but it has got ground out damage. I wonder what the Discord bot thinks of it. Probably not a whole lot. Oh my god, there's so many people searching stuff in this. Jump to present. Yeah, no buses were found. Wonder why. Been properly patched. Oh yeah, I've got a new photo here. How would you ever know there's not been any damage? The obvious black square and the dent mark in the front next to it doesn't give it away. But it must be COVID times because the driver in this one is wearing a mask. God in heaven, what an appalling piece of junk. Just find it in this. I'll flick it over onto the screen. So for those that have joined us in this war of what crap are we looking at, that is what we're looking at. What an appalling piece of junk. Just send it to, tell them just send it to the scrapyard. Anyway, back to this. That just needs taking to a scrapyard. Hi Jay. So we're doing Barlamore Road on to Burton. Do you have a Burton? I do have a Burton. We go all the way down there until we get to Latwig, which is going to be about there. Latwig. It's Latwig Lane all the way to Fog Lane. M52 been there. Yeah. I bet M52 didn't have a much brighter future. Did it? Oh look! There's another bus with a broken speedometer. And to be fair, actually, mate, that was the better one of the two. There was less wrong with it. According to the MOT. I feel sorry for a preservationist if they buy it, let's put it that way. Latwig, onto fog. Find fog. Onto then Pars Wood. Freak that out. We do the short run on Pars Wood. Onto School Lane. Mate, if I'd seen the MLT log, I wouldn't be getting on it. Be going to the teacher. It's alright, I'll walk. Yeah, but it's 20 miles. I'll walk. That's just from seeing an MOT and pictures of the bleeding thing. There's not much data on it. It seems to have had quite an easy life, to be honest. There's no mileage. But from the log it looks looked after, but it hasn't had whoever's MOTing it isn't doing the data correctly. Because it's not in, the data's not there. And you've not long bought it, so you've not had a chance to ruin it yet. It doesn't tell me which one it is, it just says that it's a Volvo. Ah yeah, you've just bought it from Odyssey. That's the city bus. I remember looking at that one recently. Yeah, that's the city bus one. You've just bought that from Odyssey. So your school's not had a chance to destroy it yet. Give it time. I'm sure they'll manage it. Another bus destining for the scrapyard. Yeah, I can tell when it was bought. It tells you on the DVLA's website. It tells you when the last logbook was issued, so you can trace the sellers and when it was sold, etc. by the logbooks changing hands. Because for every new buyer, there's a new logbook. But yeah, I'd get on that one. That one would be safe to get on at the moment. For now. This is why schools just shouldn't have buses. Because they never look after them. Well, there you go. That just goes to prove it, really, doesn't it? Hey Silver. I seen hey Mr. Magnate. I hope you not blocked me in. The hell, man. You know you could go on the DVLA's check site and do all this yourself. Ran out 2 years ago. That is amazing. The speedometer worked. What is it? Dennis. Bloody hell. Whoa! And they never fixed the air dryer. Frame was knackered on it. Because they never fixed the air dryer. Frame that was knackered on it. All you have to do is go on the DVIs. Well, yeah, I can believe that. I think anyone watching this stream afterwards can believe that. All they have to do is go start typing in these registered DVLA's check site. And it had a coolant leak just before it blew up. Shocking. Oh, there's Barlamore Road. Oh yeah, I corrected that one, didn't I? Muppet. To check the other project in a minute and make sure that it did actually create a Barlamore Road for the other one. We're going to Mount Road. I do prefer this part of the Vegas though. Just makes it a lot easier. Turn in there. Why? It's not your problem. They know exactly what they've got and they know exactly how they're looking after them. They're the ones that take them for tests that aren't fit for test. So they know exactly what state they're in when they're taken for test. And that's not been MOT'd for 2 years. Well, they'll be in some condition to be on the road. I'd advise walking though. Yeah, because running a bus isn't cheap, especially when you have to keep replacing parts of it because they won't do it properly the first time. Right, I'm going to take this edit to Gorton, and then I'm going to go, because I can only go as far as Gorton because that's how we videoed them, because I spin it at Gorton. Oh, I'm going to have to go through and check the other one. I think I know why it's not done him. I think it's not copied some of them, it's generated media. So I'll check the other one in a second. Well, if it won't go in, then it's not a valid registration plate. Wait, well, to Garrett Way. Did create a Garrett Way, so it looks like that's the one that keeps getting copied. Then we'll get to there because it's a prominent location. Split the whole lot and get rid of the whole lot, because that's where that video currently ends. So save that one. Open up that one. Yeah, because that's now Wembley Road. Right, so that needs to be deleted now. Need to copy that, paste it in there. And that one's Whitwall Way, which is right. Knutsford Road, which is correct. Levenshulme Road, which isn't correct. That's a copy of that one. I bet you, because I bet if I change that to... Yep, it is. Undo that one. And then copy that one, but then delete that one. Then I can make that one there. That's back to that one, which is then Levenshulme Road, which is then correct. Hemsworth, correct. Wayland Road South. Holmcroft. I'm going Wayland Road South. Oh yeah. Holmcroft. Wembley. Melend. Mount. Barlow. Cromwell. Stockport Road. Albert Road, Marshall Road, Earwood Road, Burnage, Queensway, School, Parswood, Fog, Lapwig, Burton. Yeah, Southern Cemetery's changed because I just split it. So copy, delete, paste. Ballowmore Road. And that then should be Barlowmore Road, Southern Sem. Then the end screen. Sorted. So that's that one done now. So I better just... really should check the Newton to Gorton one, shouldn't I? Should have done that before I rendered it. Let's just open up that one then. I could just double check that one quickly. Newton, Old Church, Clough, Ashington, Berrybrow, Edge, Chatsworth, North, East Caribbean Street, Eastern Bypass, Schofield, Ashton New Road, Clayton Lane, Greenside, Ashnold Road, Ogden, Cornwall, Chapman, Cross, Garrett. Perfection. Right, so on that note, I'm going to go so this can edit and sort itself out. Then I will be doing the reverse part of the other one, and then the 171 will be dead easy to do. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Jay, for your incitement into your school buses. And on that note, I am going to go, and we shall see you some other time, another place. And don't forget, you can always support our channel and what we do by supporting us on Patreon or on YouTube for as little as £1 a month. All your support is much appreciated and goes a long way. Thank you so much, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.